with a 5 to 10 minute break in between. This is your productivity hour. This is your hour to get it done, get it in. And yeah, it's your time. And so today I am continuing my research on my historical novel series, Peter Crosby. I'm actually in the testimony of Peter Crosby right now from the congressional hearings. And for more information about Peter Crosby, you can check in my description of a bio that I was asked to write for enslaved.org. And so you get more information about him there. So, and so welcome, welcome. We say good morning. I don't remember what I was planning to write. I should have written it down. I'm trying to remember. I'm sure, well, hey, it'll come back to you. Just, get those fingers typing and moving and brainstorming, and I'm sure it will come back to you. And thank you for coming back. So happy you're here. So, but let's get started on this Friday. It's pretty hot out here. My gosh, it's been in the high 90s all week. And so even though I got on this little hoodie, but it's a little chill this morning, but I'm still feeling pretty warm. The temperature's gonna creep up pretty rapidly today. So, all right, well, let's get started. That's the other paper I need to look too. Welcome, you. See, started a huge discussion with Claude about censorship in AI. Yeah, I'm currently talking to Perplexity about finding some of these archival newspapers from Mississippi and seeing how to find some of these. righty. How was that first sprint for everyone? For me, and help at any cost, please remind me of your name. I'm so blanking on your name, and I want to uh, mention you. So anyway, um, I'm in Peter Crosby's testimony, and so I'm jotting down all the newspapers that he's mentioning. I had looked for some of them before, but I'm going to take a deeper dive. Barb, thank you. I knew it was something with a B, but I was like, I just didn't want to say incorrectly. Thank you. And so the sprint went fantastic for you. Awesome, great. Um, so so he mentions Plain Dealer and the Mississippi Pilot, Vicksburg Herald, and the Vicksburger of this city. He says that they're in currently in Vicksburg. Um, so I just went to Perplexity to see where I could see if I can locate. I had tried to look up Plain Dealer before, but I could only find the one that is out of Ohio during that time, during the 1800s. And so Perplexity told me about, because since I'm also a student at Harvard, it told me other resources I could use to be able to find. And then also going to certain institutions in Mississippi and requesting the files because they may only be on microfiche if they still exist. Because a lot of things that happen in Reconstruction time, many of these newspapers, especially the Black newspapers in particular, were destroyed. So I've been I've been on a search for it, but getting more details about how to go about. And I know a librarian in Mississippi who I have talked to about these things before. So I'm actually going to reach out to her to see if she can help me find some of these newspapers, because what I want to do in my book is put in clips. Someone in one of my other history writing groups suggested me look at this other book, which I have on my shelf over here. I'm blanking on the name. Um, Book of Lost Friends, and how they used actual newspaper articles in their book. And so that, I think, is a good thing to use for mine too, because there are so many different articles I have seen from just even just going through newspapers.com regarding Peter Crosby and the elections and so forth. And so I have those already, but I really want to get in the heads of, especially the Black newspapers, what they were talking about, and what they were saying about what was happening. So, but I would like to include that in my series. And so, Barb, what did you say? Claude helped you, and I'm writing a deep piece about my anger at the censorship. How are we supposed to learn if our Google won't answer us? Yeah, yeah, I hear you there. And Yule has Target. How wonderful you are able to find the direct quotes. It really is great. I love that. And I also love that I have, access to all the testimonies from the congressional hearings from the massacre. And that gives me even more information to go search for different newspaper articles. Before I even came across the congressional hearings, I was searching for, it's like knew about Peter Crosby's story. So I was, subscriber to newspapers.com. And so I've been searching for, just kind of scanning, um, kind of blindly going through the years that he was in office, and searching his name, and finding different things that was written about him. And so I started pulling some of that, and actually, Barb, because you're a subscriber to my Substack, some of my earlier articles show clips from those various newspapers talking about Peter too. So um, let's see, yeah. So, and you, how are you doing? No, our break is about to be up. but just put a chat how your morning's going as well. And we'll get back into our next sprint. Okay, you say you're good. Great. Mhm. Mm. Okay. All right. How did that sprint go for everyone? For me, I still in Peter's testimony, but I decided to go back to Perplexity too to get like the list of all the Black newspapers that were published during the Reconstruction era, not only just from Mississippi but across the South. And like I knew some of them definitely were like, for instance, the one I think it was the Pilot one was destroyed. Let's see what it says here. One in particular that I wanted to find, I think it was the Mississippi Pilot, and it said that, or was no color, the Colored Citizen of Vicksburg. That one was destroyed, but still going to the Mississippi archives and certain uh, places to be able to see if they have anything for some of the other ones. So I'll reach out to the librarian that I know that's in Mississippi. I think she works at the University of Mississippi, and see if I can get more information about how I can get copies from the microfiche because it may not be digitized online. So let's see. So Yul says you're good, awesome. Okay, and Barb, you doing okay? How did that go for you? So um, I think what I'm going to do maybe next week, I'll start posting on Substack and write another article regarding some of these newspapers. And as I pull more and more resources and getting back into that mindset about the newspapers themselves. But I'm doing pretty good about getting through these testimonies. I'm on page 403 and the document is about 500 pages long. And when I first started doing this Write With Me back in August of last year, I started because I was struggling trying to get through all of these testimonies. But I'm by being in the 400s now, I feel like I'm in the home stretch. And that was the thing that was really helping me up because I've read a few books regarding Peter Crosby and read, different articles and things of that nature. But I really wanted to know, get in the heads of the people that were the survivors of the Vicksburg massacre. And so I wanted to be able to go through all of their testimonies and see what they had to say. And because I'm planning this book series, it's a 3-part series, and I wanted to be able to write into their characters. Like, who am I going to set up in book 1? Who would I continue in book 2? And then book 3 would be the events that led up to the massacre and the massacre itself and the aftermath. So, Barb, you say the piece is finished. Now grab the image on my computer as an example of what Gemini said. Okay, sounds good. And thank you, Yul. He says, love your Substack. Thank you, thank you. And so that's it for me today. Have a wonderful Friday and a great weekend. I can't believe these weeks seem just be going by so fast. But have a wonderful weekend. And I will see you on Monday at 6:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Take care.